Celebrity chef, actor, producer, and health advocate Charles Mattocks takes us behind the scenes of the first ever cancer reality series. Plus,
hey everybody, I am Charles Mattocks, advocate, producer, and director, and you are listening to BaySickTalk.
I am celebrity chef Charles Mattocks, better known as the Poor Chef. I made my name making healthy but affordable meals. I thought I was living healthy. I thought I was healthy. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. That was the start of my journey. That was the start of this journey.
When someone is first told they have cancer, their world is shaken.
Exactly 4 weeks ago today, I was diagnosed with lung cancer.
I was 65 years old when I got diagnosed with prostate cancer.
We know a lot about cancer now in 2019.
Can I lift you up and spin you around?
The root cause of why this developed in the first place.
This is just a start for her.
She doesn't want to die.
I want you to know each one of you is an inspiration.
I mean, all you did was throw that comment out there, and that was the end of it.
So many emotions that you can't even identify.
We're gonna change some lives. We're definitely gonna change some lives.
I loved her. Like, I gave my heart. I gave my heart to her.
This is healing. This is healing.
And in a few months, we'll find out and see how you guys are doing.
You have to go to the restroom.
All pinkies in 3. 8 days.
8 days.
Joining us for this segment of Basic Talk is celebrity chef, actor, director, producer, health advocate, single dad, Mr. Charles Mattocks. Charles, welcome to the show.
Hey everybody.
Hi. Unlike the average guest that we have on the show that we encounter, we feel like we really know you. You're everywhere.
Wow, is that right? Okay.
Everything that we watch, Good Morning America, CNN, Dr. Oz, TEDx, everything that I tap into, you're there. I mean, or you've had a presence there.
I'm trying, and it could be a lot more strong that I'm working on, you know?
Well, before we get into some specifics, congratulations on the docuseries with WGN, 8 Days, and the new series that you'll have coming up, The Plus.
Yeah, I'm really excited about those.
Take us from how do you leave Hollywood? How do you go from being an actor with credits that include the Emmy-nominated Hollywood comedy drama, The Summer of Ben Tyler, to being behind the scenes? Can you take us from that?
I was having the time of my life in LA. I'm sure you guys have been out there, and I think I was actually living a little too fast. And I had a young son, and I felt like, you know what, I kind of wanted to take a break and get away, and something came over me. I don't know what it was, and maybe, who knows, maybe it was divine intervention, because I look at the work that I'm doing now and work that I've done, in diabetes and health and things like that, and I kind of think to myself, I probably wouldn't be doing this, and I wouldn't have made the documentaries and the films and the projects that I'm doing right now had I still been in Los Angeles. So I think it was maybe divine intervention that said, go that way, young man,
Well, as a cancer survivor, cervical cancer, I'm 7 years post-op. I know all too well the feeling of being on the side of things where I feel like I have all the time in the world. To now feeling like if I need to get something done, I need to get it done stat.
Yeah.
You've had health issues that you're managing extremely well to the degree that you're able to pour into other people. Can you take us through how your life changed medically?
Definitely. Yeah, I was diagnosed with diabetes probably about 10 years ago now. And it was my cancer, if that's what you want to call it. I mean, I was terrified. It was the first time I'm now diagnosed with something. This young, fast kid in school who played all the sports and running and slim and skinny to now someone who is, dealing with a little bit of weight issue, and not much, but just enough where I had to look in that mirror and say, brother, you got to lose 15, 20 pounds here and get it together. So, when I was diagnosed with that, I kind of looked at that as an opportunity to share what I was dealing with. But then also, even as far as the business side of things, realizing there wasn't, a young black male who was really pushing the whole diabetes thing, and there still really isn't one that is per se a face of diabetes without being, paid by some big pharmaceutical company. Mm-hmm. But that's just doing this as a fighter and as a patriot for the cause. So that kind of led me into opening the doors and seeing what was going on in healthcare, seeing what was going on in the food sector of things, and also in the diabetes space. And, it allowed me to, start to create projects and to really immerse myself into, finding my purpose. I think that someone said the other day, it was poignant. It said something about finding your why. The two greatest moments in life is the day you were born and the day you find your why. And I think I found my why in being able to leave something. And, even to your point of time, I always feel like, this could be my last moment. And, I don't make a whole lot of big plans, as, time is so precious, and the moments that we have here are so precious. So my purpose is really to just leave something and change other people's lives and inspire people, whether it's my children or those who are dealing with conditions. And I try to speak for those who don't have a voice.
Well said. With your experience as a celebrity chef, you've probably prepared, if not all of it, most of it. Can you tell us, as consumers, when we're shopping, how bad is it really?
Well, I think that, one of our problems out here is that we just like to eat too much. Mm-hmm. We just, food has become such a priority in our lives that, it consumes us. And even now, when you hear people talking about, with everything going on, or I've eaten through all my supplies already, my food supplies already, or even people that you deal with when I deal with people who have health conditions. And, one of their main issues is just, always talking about the foods that they're eating, the wrong foods that they're eating. So it is bad. I think that, we when we turn on the TV, we see, pictures of big steaks and you can get this special and that deal. And I was even watching something today, was a little kids review thing on YouTube, and he was making, he had a McDonald's, a toy that made hamburgers and French fries and things like that. And, so it really is bad out there. I think that we really need to push back from the table and just say, hey, you know what? Let's just eat healthy. Let's just eat fresh.
With that advice, you have something that would help us in that pushback. That if we needed to snack, if we were tempted to snack, Nikki and I want to get in the kitchen and, I don't know, nibble on a little something while we're cooking dinner. You have what's called the Charles bar.
Well, I had the Charles bar. Unfortunately, the company sold, but it was a great, healthy, diabetic-friendly chocolate bar, and hopefully I'm working on another one or another snack that could be, something that's healthy for us.
You're still committed to providing free testing for people in and around your area, RV testing tours where you appear at fairs, sporting events, malls, other venues. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen the big red bus, the ones that go around and they collect. They're called different things in different areas, probably, but they go and collect blood and things like that. And I was in a parking lot, a Walmart parking lot one day, and I saw one and I said, well, why isn't there one of these for diabetes? And so I just put it in my mind that this is what I wanted to do, and then I reached out to some companies that I was working with, and they thought it was a good idea too as well. And maybe about 6-7 months later, we actually had a vehicle on the road and did very well with that. And then we were able to go across the country and really more grassroots educate people on diabetic conditions, wounds, and testing, and just overall health. And you really get a chance to, once again, get out there and touch the people. And I think that's what we really need to do more with some of these conditions. That's how I came up with the first season of my diabetes reality show. Because when I was on the road, I realized that while I was touching people, I really wasn't touching people. I felt like I was missing the large majority of people. So I thought, what could I do or what could I create that could actually reach people? And the people that I needed to reach at times were sitting at home and on the couch, and not running around at the malls or at ballparks and things like that, but sitting at home, maybe dealing with whatever condition that they were going through. So that's kind of how I came up with Verse, and figured, if I put it on television, people could watch it at any time of the day and relax with the family and get some education.
Well, Nikki T and I watched the trailer, and this is raw storytelling. You are, this is case by case. These are individuals that you're up close and personal with, and it's so compelling. This is reality TV.
Yeah.
As an award-winning filmmaker, how does it feel to know that you're contributing in that way? What does that really mean to you?
It's better than at times all the accolades and even at times the funding, right? The funds, right. Because you know that your work is really helping people and it's saving lives. And I get emails and notes every day with somebody who's seen one of the films and how it's touched their lives and changed them and inspired them, and that's really what it's about. I mean, leaving something for someone else. I mean, if you look at people, the greats like Martin Luther King or Malcolm X, or those who actually left something for someone else, they either one of them weren't rich people, and like my late uncle Bob Marley once said, that those aren't the riches that he has, but the riches that we do have is really what we really implant in other people's lives, so that they can per se help somebody else. So would I like to be a lot richer? Of course, but I realize that the work that I'm doing is more important than the funds that come in.
It's about the work, and you're doing it. Charles Mattocks, 8 Days docu-series. This is the first ever cancer reality TV show. It's making its debut on WGN Network. It premieres April 5th. So we need you guys to tune in. We really need you guys to tune in. Is there any advice that you could give to a would-be filmmaker who's passionate about a cause, something that's dear to their heart? Maybe it's a family member, maybe it's them, in how to convey that message. And they want to do it through the same medium. They want to do it through storytelling. They want to do it in the television medium. How would you suggest that they get started?
Well, number one, you got to really be passionate about what you're doing. Okay. This is not a business for lukewarm at all. You have to be fully engaged, fully ready to commit, and you have to have a few months of nonstop dedication and hustle to getting this project any project where it needs to be. You have to utilize every resource you can. You have to have no fear in who you reach out to, when you reach out to them, how you reach out to them, and you also have to find a way to get it done from a financial aspect. So you want to look at whatever condition, whatever cause, whatever medium that you're looking to tackle, who has a vested interest in this, right? Who benefits from this? And reach out to those people and say, hey, listen, this is something that I would love to pull you in on, whether it's starring in it or featured in it or teaming up to showcase your product or experts or whatever it may be to get it done, because obviously every project needs funding to be complete. So it's really something that you have to have full dedication in and immerse yourself in, understand whatever condition that it is, what the people are dealing with, reach out to the people who are in the condition, the advocates, the day-to-day people who are living with this condition, and understand what message you're trying to convey at the end of the day. So it takes a lot. It really does. Unfortunately, if that's what I like the word, to use that word, this is what I'm stuck with, and it's just one of those things that for me, I'm very passionate about it. I think I get more passionate when I hear the word no, and I'm like, you know what? No. I'm going to figure out a way to get this done, and it will get done. So that's been a blessing as far as just having that passion to get the thing completed.
So get to your yes, and no is not an option when you're determined. If you're determined enough, no is not an option. We get it.
Yep.
Have you wrapped the entire series, the first series, for 8 days?
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
Yeah, we have. It's all done and dealing with closed caption right now and ready to air in a couple of weeks.
The making of the Plus. Have you started filming? Are you in production right now? Are you in post-production right now? Where are you with that project?
Yeah, we're in pre-production right now. We are dealing with our sponsors and working on, really just closing in on the financing side of things, the sponsorship side of things. And that's going very well. We've talked to some great companies and really excited about that. I came up with that just because, once again, from a health standpoint, but also from a standpoint where, I do know, a lot of plus size and curvy people, and from some conversations, I thought, you know what, this would be a great idea. It's not been done. The feedback has been tremendous. We have a network and airing in the third quarter, so we're really just pushing to get everything done so we can get into production within the next couple of months and wrap it up in about a week and a half and air this bad boy and let it be one of the biggest projects, which I really believe it can be on television.
There is, in communications that I've received, there is a note that you're looking for health experts to feature on the Plus. This is the first ever talk show for plus size, as you mentioned, and curvy women in the plus size community. If we have someone who would like to reach out to you, the www.
Which is CharlesMattocks.com, CharlesMattocks. They can email me at charles@charlesmattocks.com, and they can find out more information about what's needed, what we're looking for, and all that good stuff.
Okay. We have two more things, Mr. Mattocks. Nikki's been so quiet.
What's going on? What's
going on, Nikki? So I know she wanted to know, and we've probably covered most of it, but she wanted to know, you've seemingly done it all. What's next for you?
What's next? I'm actually also working on a new YouTube channel for kids called Kids Fashion Space, and really excited about that. We're going to put some, I believe kids are very entrepreneurial, so we're going to make, have some kids on there who are doing some, making their own swimsuit lines and,
nice.
and things like that. T-shirt lines, and just having some fun, just showcasing some children who are doing some cool things, and really just education and storytelling. So that's about it. And to be honest with you, sister, after that, man, I'm semi-retiring, hopefully, and maybe opening up some sort of wellness retreat somewhere in this some part of the world, and taking a break and just focusing on the next chapter of life, because I believe that life has a few different chapters, and I don't want to be one that's out here working forever trying to I've proved everything I need to prove as far as business. Now I just want to be a good father and one day a good husband and just enjoy the simplicities of life. It's this time that we have is very short, and
it is.
I never want to pass and it be like I wasn't even here. So I want people to know that I was passionate about helping other people and giving back, and hopefully that will keep its own legacy alive for some time in the work that I've done, because the work that I've done is out there for a very long time to be seen. So really, that's it, and a lover of the Most High. So those are the things that I'm passionate about.
There you have it. Charles Mattocks, a tireless advocate for diabetes everywhere. He's determined to stem the time of this deadly disease, and we're grateful. Gregory Sewell. Hi, Greg, if you're listening.
Okay.
He wanted to know how are you connected?
Yeah, my mother's Bob Marley's sister. So if you saw the documentary on him that came out a couple of years back, she's actually featured in the documentary too as well. Her name is Constance Marley. So she's Bob Marley's sister.
And you are.
So we actually even have the same. His father's my grandfather.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.